So we talked about timing. Can we like go back to the law of attraction in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so when you talk to a lot of people, and these people are trying to use the law of attraction in order to manifest their lives.
Right.
What do you find is the #1 obstacle to being able to get the law of attraction to work?
Yeah, misunderstanding about what the law of attraction is. I think most people, by and large, especially as popular as the law of attraction has become lately, I think most people have totally screwed up the concept of it. I'll share with you a story. I had this lady send me an email on, I think it was like Facebook or one of your social networks or something, and she said, I'm creating the intention of manifesting $1 million for some charity or blah, 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 blah. And I'd like you to support me in that by putting that in your intention as well. Yeah, but like, I sent her an email back and I go, happy to do that, powerful, I'm creating the intention for you. And remember that intention without action is not going to produce any results. Here was her response. She goes, I realize that, that's why I emailed you. Okay, that's not action. I mean, it might be action, but it's pretty stupid, weak action, right? It's just, that's your action, is just emailing a bunch of people saying, create the intention that $1 million will fall in my lap. Most people have messed that up. They think that if they set the intention, it somehow magically manifests, and it's not true. In order for the law of attraction to work, you need to employ one element, and that element that I like to call is the element of a vacuum. For me, the law of attraction, like sitting back and setting your intention and then not doing anything, is a bit like getting a vacuum cleaner, flipping on a switch, and then waiting for the dirt to jump into the vacuum. It doesn't make any sense. That's just ridiculous. But now somehow in the metaphysical world, people think all they can do is flip the little switch in their head, set the intention, and then it will come to them. Oh, it's not going to happen. If you look at the movies like The Secret, and all the things that talk about the law of attraction, all of those people that have manifested and attracted massive amounts of love and people and health and wealth in their lives, they did so because they took massive action. The bigger the action, the bigger the vacuum, right? So, when you flip on the switch in the vacuum, you have to push that vacuum in the direction of the dirt that you want to be attracted into it. And only when the vacuum gets close enough to the dirt, that the dirt is inside the influence of the vacuum, then and only then does the dirt get sucked into it or attracted, if you will, into the vacuum. And if we become metaphysical vacuums, we have to flip on that switch, but then we damn sure better move in the direction of what we want to manifest in the world. And then once we get close enough to it, then it will be attracted to us. But the problem with the law of attraction is it kind of sets up this attitude like, well, I'm just going to sit back and it'll draw into me. That's not how attraction works. Even look at attractive people, right? Attractive people aren't wallflowers. They don't walk into a party and then sit on the wall and wait for people to come to them. Nobody would. The most attractive people get out into a party and they go out and they mingle and they say hello and they're friendly, right? And we have to do that metaphysically as well. Take massive action. The bigger the action you take, the bigger the vacuum you make.
Okay. So one of the things that getting people to take action is by examining the questions that they ask themselves. What kind of questions would you get people asking?
Wow, what kind of questions would you ask in order to move action? I think that's got to be something in the area of values. What's most important to me in life? How does this impact myself? How does this impact my others around me? What is going to be the benefit if I do this? What is going to be the consequence if I don't? All of those types of questions can help to create better amounts of leverage in people to make sure that they take those actions. But I think probably the fundamental ones would be getting real clear on what their values are and why they want to do it. If you find a big enough why, you'll find the strategies on how. I think, how's not your job. That's God's job. That's the universe's job. But you've got to move. You've still got to come up with a big enough why, move in that direction, and the answers take care of themselves.
Yeah. So have you got one instance where you've used the law of attraction?
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
So you used it, it works.
Okay, one instance where I've used the law of attraction. Okay, this seminar is probably a great example of that. Okay, so I don't know how much your viewers know about wealth dynamics and the profiles and what.
They will know.
Okay, so being a star profile.
No, really?
Yeah,
no.
With the strong influence on the creator side, right? For years I've ran my business, and that's not in flow for me. It's not running my business. And for years I've wanted to have other people promote me. Because if I have other people promote me, they can do all the systems, they can do all that stuff. I hate, but I can't stand it. I've had a business for 5 years. We don't have, hey guys, see you later. I've had a business for 5 years. We still don't have any systems in place. That's how bad we are at systems. I started with the client, you know? And all I do is I go, hey, we need a system for that. Create one. And then they don't, because I haven't employed the right people. So here's what happened. Knowing that if I want to attract into my life the promoters, I have to do something different in my life, in my career. So I took a leap of faith, and I shut down my business, essentially. I had 8 employees. I fired 6 of them, down to 2. Outsourced all of their responsibilities in their jobs, and I literally shut down my business in terms of its geographic location. I subleased it to a dry cleaning center, so hopefully I get free dry cleaning if you guys see it. I'd like the way you set that up. But, I've literally shut down that whole side of seminar promotion, which I don't do well. It's never been my strong suit. My strong suit is the performance of the seminar. But I realized that I'm not going to attract into my life promoters if I filled up my vacuum with my own promotion. So I had to clean all that out and then take massive action toward that. I've been flirting with triumphant events for over 2 years trying to get them to promote me. Why haven't they? Vacuum. No vacuum. There's not been a space for them to do it. And I have, for example, next week I'm flying home to teach my very last practitioner in NLP. I'm teaching my last train-the-trainer. I may do another one of that. I haven't decided. I'm doing my last master practitioner in the fall. And outside of those 3 seminars, I have no business scheduled.
Wow.
None.
That's one vacuum.
Yeah. And as soon as I did that, boom, I got a keynote speech. Boom, I got another keynote speech. And all of a sudden, I started getting more business because, the old adage, you got to clean out your closet to make room for new clothes. And until you clean that out, there's not going to be the room for it. And it wasn't until I got serious about just shutting everything down, then that motivated me to take action and move my vacuum, my little vacuum from Topher, right, in the direction of triumphant events, and I'm just poking, going, lifting up the chair, vacuuming, going, where the hell are they, And, finally did this deal with them.
So you're saying that you hoovered your way to success?
I hoovered my way to success, yes.
Awesome. Okay, to sum up for the viewers, 3 key learning points that they can take away with them today.
Okay.
Yeah?
Oh, for me?
Oh, please.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Come on.
3 key learning points. Number 1, contribution is key. The more you contribute, the more you get back, and it's okay to expect it. Number 2, flip the switch and move the vacuum. Flip the switch, move the Hoover, if you will. Okay?
To Hoover.
Yeah, to the Hoover. Yeah, flip the switch and move the Hoover. That's the name of my new book. And the third one, I just have to be something we've already covered.
Go on, you've got an inspiration.
Yeah, have fun. Be yourself, I think so many people in our society have tried putting on a facade of who they are and what they're about. And, nothing sells to the world like sincerity and genuineness. And just be yourself. Don't try to be anybody you're not. Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have fun. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you. Okay.